Was Manny Pacquiao robbed last night in his fight against Mario Barrios? It ended up being a majority draw. We walked in and walked out with basically the same result as Barrios maintains his belt at 147, but Pacquiao gains the respect of the world. But so far, he's also won in the eye of public opinion. The public thinks Manny Pacquiao won this fight. Was Pacquiao indeed robbed here in this fight against Mario Barrios? This is the Never Drop podcast. Make sure you like the video, comment below if you think Pacquiao won the fight, and subscribe to the channel, but to the fight itself. So the scorecards read, one judge gave it 115 to 113 in favor of Barrios, aka 7 rounds to 5. The two other judges gave it 114 scores, 6 rounds to 6. A majority draw. Nobody is declared a winner. And again, we end the night right back where we started, with Barrios still a champion at 47. Manny at 46 puts on a one heck of a performance. It was a joy to watch Manny in there. And for Barrios, a terrible performance from him. I'll call a spade a spade. Barrios, he respected Manny Pacquiao way too much, and he allowed this fight to be a draw. And in a lot of cases, and in some that I believe as well, I believe Pacquiao won this fight. The two scenarios I can see a lot of are what happened, a draw, and a Pacquiao win. I'm fine with a draw. It was a close fight. It wasn't Manny running away with it. It was a close fight, so I'm not angry at a draw. But I can also see the argument for a Pacquiao win. What I can't see an argument for is a Barrios win. Even a 7-5 Barrios win is tough for me to see, because a lot of the rounds, especially even the swing rounds, I don't think Barrios did enough, especially in the middle of the fight. We start off this fight, Barrios is working the jab incredibly. The jab was an efficient weapon. It was hitting Pacquiao. It was showing that Pacquiao is 46 for a reason. His speed and defensive prowess was not there. And of course, no one expected it to be the level of prime Pac-Man, right? But it just wasn't there. And the jab, it seemed like any time Barrios wanted to throw it, he was going to land it. And if he wanted to throw a power jab, he was going to land that, do damage, all of that, right? Then he goes in like the 4th, 5th, 6th round, gets away from it. They're starting to fight more at Manny's speed and pace of the fight, which for Manny, he's 46, remember. His stamina is not going to last him through a full 36 minutes if he's at a run and gun pace. So for Manny, it felt like the speed was, okay, let's go 20 seconds circling each other, 20, 30 seconds, honestly. And then I'm going to come in with some flurries. You're going to respond with about 1 or 2 punches, and then you're going to throw the jab, and then we're going to circle each other for another 20 seconds. For Manny Pacquiao, he loves that because, one, it's buying him time. He's not having to throw and defend every second of every round. And 2, Manny throwing flurries always looks better than Barrios throwing 1 or 2 shots. Even if Manny's flurries and combos aren't landing, it looks better than just throwing 1 or 2. And there's a few times Barrios would land a nice couple shots, and then he would stop the aggression. And it showed me throughout the fight. I said it on my live stream. If you were in the live stream, I appreciate you. He respected Manny Pacquiao way too much. Even his corner in Bob Santos, every round it felt like he was saying, stop respecting him. This is what threw me off. Like 3 times in the fight, Manny complained, oh, that was a low blow, and would stop the action in the middle of the ring. And Barrios would stop with him, but the one person that wouldn't stop was the ref, Thomas Taylor, who many times looked at Pacquiao and was like, those are on the belt line. Those are fine. And Barrios would just stop there as Manny's looking the other way. And I understand you don't want to bum rush him and throw all these shots, but Mario would just stop. He would just stop and let Pacquiao dictate the show. And it showed me there, man, Barrios is not only there for a check, but he's there not wanting to hurt the legend. Because Barrios is a very good fighter. He had a bad performance his last time against Ramos, and now against Pacquiao. Is this a fighter in Barrios who's afraid to let his hands go? Because that's what it looked like. And again, it could be mixed with he doesn't want to hurt Pacquiao, who's 46 years old. But if you're in the ring, you got to be ready to fight. And it did not look like Barrios was. And that's why I think Pacquiao, a lot of these swing rounds, I think Pacquiao won. I don't have the rounds memorized, the number of rounds exactly in my head. But in the middle, I think the 6th round was one in particular where Pacquiao came on in the back end of the round, and it was like, okay, looking at totality, he did way more work than Barrios. Even though, granted, Barrios did land about 19 more shots, I think, in total than Manny. Manny landed a lot, or a little bit more of the power punches. Barrios landed a lot more jabs, which again goes to show you Barrios was not taking advantage of anything. Manny would lunge in, especially with the jab. The southpaw Manny Pacquiao would lunge in, and Manny would do that. But Barrios, I don't know if it was because of the reach, he couldn't shorten up his shots to take advantage of that. It seemed like Barrios would let Manny get on the inside, then he would use his footwork to turn, and then jab, maybe a right hand, and then they're back to circling each other. It just blew my mind at the respect, because I understand a legend and everything, but you were losing this fight for Mario Barrios. Pacquiao, what a performance coming in there 46. Maybe, if it was the respect that got him through 12 that Barrios was showing, I don't care. Manny put on a performance, and there was times he landed some clean shots on Barrios. And Manny took some clean shots too, especially in the 10th, 11th, 12th round when Barrios knew he had to win these rounds to even get to a draw. He was pushing the gas pedal, and that was the Barrios I was saying, hey, why didn't we see this 9 rounds earlier? Because of respect. But Manny was taking some good shots. Defense wasn't incredible, was not great at all for Manny, but was just enough to keep him in the fight. What a performance from Pacquiao, 46 years old. Credit to him. I thought Barrios was going to get the decision in this fight. I thought it was going to be a little bit more dominant. I thought an 8-4 decision for Barrios. I didn't think he was going to step on the gas pedal and finish Pacquiao, but I thought he would step on the gas pedal earlier, at least have the decision, clear in his hands, and then maybe take his foot off the gas pedal. That's not what happened. In fact, the complete opposite. As his foot was off the gas pedal to start the fight, had to put it on at the end just to get to a draw. So what's next for these guys? For Barrios, I don't know. Manny was saying rematch. Barrios, hey, that'd be good money for him. I don't know what they're going to do next. There was rumors about a Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 if Pac-Man wins. Hey, does Mayweather say, forget even if Pacquiao has a belt? Pacquiao just won the public support. Public thinks Pacquiao won. I don't blame him. This rematch could be incredible, even without a belt at 47 on the line. So does that lure Floyd Mayweather out of retirement to say, I don't know, I don't care there's not a belt. I care there's a lot of dollar signs to be made. So Manny's saying he wants a rematch. Maybe it's not a rematch of the Barrios fight we get next, but instead a Mayweather fight for Barrios. Man, I don't know. This is the second bad performance in a row. The Ramos performance back in November wasn't good. He's still a champion at 47. If you put him against Brian Norman Jr. right now, you know who I'm picking. I'm picking Brian Norman Jr. Then Rolly Romero. Hey, PBC, maybe we get a Rolly versus Mario Barrios fight. That'd be a fun fight, actually. I'd like to see that, but either way, man, Manny Pacquiao, what a performance to even get to a draw. Probably should have won that, but boxing is boxing. One thing about the sport just, angers you is we do get a majority draw in a big-time fight. Either way, credit to Manny Pacquiao. What a heck of a performance. And for Mario Barrios, you got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, wow, I just went 12 rounds with a 46-year-old and didn't apply any pressure until I needed to. For Barrios, terrible performance. For Manny Pacquiao, what a night. Congrats to the legend. We got to see what's next, though. This will be interesting to see if we'll see Pac-Man back in the ring this year or next year. We'll see. But this has been the Never Drop Podcast. That's all I got for you. Let me know in the comments if you had Pac-Man winning the fight or if you had it a draw. Let me know. Like this video and subscribe to the channel. That's all I got for you. Peace. I'm out.